What's up, fam? This is Stoneface again. Um, a little more about myself and what I've been through is so as I said before, my mom is mentally ill. Um, you know, it was kind of hard dealing with that. She was in and out of. If I wasn't in and out of foster homes, the reason I was in and out of foster homes is because she would always think people were out to get us, and she would put me in the foster home to keep me safe. Um, and that made me feel like I wasn't wanted, like I wasn't needed around. We used to always go try and find my sister and my brothers. Growing up, we'd always try to go through Texas and find them, and their family wouldn't let us see them. I mean, I would literally sit there and hear them say, "Yeah, uh, they're not here. They're out doing this, this, and this, or something of the sort." So, like, growing up, I really felt like I wasn't wanted. I wasn't needed around, abandoned, you know? So that's a big reason why I took to the streets and why I did what I did. Because I felt whole when I was around the people I was around. Even though they were shitty and they were shisty, even though a lot of them were dope fiends, even though like it just made me feel good that I was liked. I mean, like people saw me, and I guess that's why I feel secure in prison is because I don't know. I guess I don't feel like I'm abandoned here. It's sad to say, but that's a thing. I can't. I'm already here, and I can't hurt nobody no more by, my little PTSDs or the things that I've been through. I tend to do fucked up shit back, and I'm not saying I'm gonna hurt anybody or nothing. It's just my actions. I always do something crazy, or I don't know. I don't know how to act with people anymore, I guess, because of all the things I've been through. I mean, now I do. I'm working on myself, and I'm not high anymore, and I don't do all the crazy shit I used to do. So, but my mom, even though she was mentally ill, she really, really tried hard with me, and like she used to cry every day for my brothers and sister, and cry for what she did. And what's crazy is my grandma went through the same thing. My grandma was a dope fiend. She actually got high on crack. And what's crazy about that is she used to rob banks, and she ended up getting caught robbing a bank. Or a friend got caught, and he told them the plan where she was going, and they ended up catching her where she was at. Long story short, she got out of prison and then ended up being a whole new person, a Christian. But thing is she scarred her name, she scarred her life. And her kids didn't like her, didn't love her, didn't want nothing to do with her. Nobody wanted to be around her prior to her getting out of prison. And what's sad about it is she died alone. And the only people that actually showed her love and was there for her was me and my mom. And what's crazy about that is my mom is suffering the same thing now. Literally the same thing. Like it's like a curse, you know? We end up being alone. We end up pushing off all the people that love us or once loved us, or deserting them, one of the two, And like my mom is sitting here, like my sister hates her, my sister's kids hate her, they call her crazy, they call her names and shit like that. That's what a friend of mine told me, is that when he talked to my niece was just talking, slandering our side of the family, and she don't even know who we are. And, but she's dying alone because of what she did. I don't know what it was exactly, but they feel abandoned by her. And here I sit. I'm in prison and my kids are on the same path. You know, I've deserted them. Here I am in prison for 64 years because of my drug addiction. And my kids totally hate me. Like, they don't want nothing to do with me. They don't even write me. They don't want to answer my calls. They don't want to talk to me. They don't call me dad. I mean, all because of me coming to prison. I deserted them, just like I felt deserted all my life. You know, and it's what's crazy. It seems like a curse, but so I guess that's why I feel whole when I'm in prison, is because even though they're shisty and they're shady and they're pieces of shit here, like most of them ain't even real. But sad thing is that's what I grew up around, and that's what I know, and that's what I attract to, I guess. That's what I feel good and whole around. That's some bullshit. That's some real life bullshit. But it's real. You know, the thing that people don't see is a lot of us in prison are broken. We're broken people, you know, and how do we fix it? How do you fix people from their drug addictions? You can fix a sex offender from his addiction. How can you fix a drug offender from his addiction? How can you fix, other people from their addictions of crime and the things that they do, you know, and let them go home? But, you know, they don't look at it that way. Here, sit here, do your time. But the system is ass backwards, you know. See, the thing is, you know, like, I've been through so much in my life, and there's no excuse to what I've done to people and what I've done to the people that are around me and that cared about me. You know, am I sorry? Yes, I am totally sorry for all that I've done. You know, against my kids, against lying to my family, my sister, you know. I told her that I wasn't going to come back to prison and I was going to do good, and now she won't talk to me. But it is what it is, you know. So I guess I have to fix myself. And, you know, I've been on that path for a while. When I first came into prison, I was suicidal. Every day I wanted to kill myself. Every day I looked at a bar to hang myself on. Every day I was getting high off meth, shooting up, thoughts of suicide. You know, I've done it once. I did it once before, and, you know, good thing somebody found me. And that's what scares me, is I've been that route. And, you know, for the first 3 years, 2-3 years I was in here, that's where I wanted to take it again. And hey, luckily I didn't. But it's hard when you're in prison. All you have to do is sit in a cell and think about all the time that you've lived and all the things that you've done, good and bad, but mostly bad, of course, because it's depressing. It's depressing, and you want to make amends to all the people that you've hurt, you know, and settle your curse. Because that's what I have. I have a curse. It has to be. You know, when I'm out there and I'm doing what I'm doing, like, it's like I'm not in control of myself. I don't know how to control myself. I'm literally just watching myself do what I do, and somebody else is controlling me. So how do I make amends to that? How do I make amends to the people that I've hurt? You know? But I still want to. I still want to because it's my fault. Even though I feel like I wasn't in control, it's still my fault. It's still me that did it. I've tried all these last years to contact all the people that I've hurt and tell them I'm sorry, you know? Some of them forgive me, some of them don't answer me, some of them don't want nothing to do with me. But at least I tried. I just want to settle the curse that I lived, the karma that something or wherever it came from, my family or history or something of the sort. You don't have to believe that, but I do. I believe that there's a curse in my family that drags on, and it's living through me, my mom, and my grandma. You know, we're the only ones that suffer from mental illness, along with all the things that's been going on. Yeah, it's a cycle, but it's also a curse. And I'd like to, end it so I can live my life. Live my life free, whole, humble, and happy. With my children, my family, even friends if I ever get any. That, I have friends, like Retro, of course, and, I don't really, I've never really actually had true bonds with people. Yeah, they seem true, but, I guess there's a standard you set, and a lot of people fail that, especially when you've been through what I've been through, I've been let down so much in my life, and I've been abandoned so much. I just kind of set that bar to where I understand it's just going to happen anyways again, Doing time, it sucks. And what's crazy is we still do it every day. And no matter what I did, I still ended up back in prison. It's insanity. I constantly make my way right back to prison, and that's where I feel whole, and that's what's crazy. That's what sucks. 'Cause here I sit in a prison,